Hello and welcome to another update video about Terra Luna. Terra Luna, this is the chart. You can see my blue target area here where I still expect the price to land. Yeah, as I do for many other cryptos. Many cryptos have already reached their individual target areas. Terra Luna hasn't done it yet. This target area is sitting between $12.90 and $35. That is between the 0.887 fib level and the 0.618 fib level. Now, if we reach here the 0.618 fib level at $35, we need to see how the price is reacting to it. We have to understand that most cryptos actually go down all the way to the 78.6% fib level in the current kind of correction. Terra Luna holds very strong, but we also need to understand that Terra Luna was very late in the correction and started late with this correction. Okay. Therefore, I expect it still will get into this, but to do that, it first has to break this ascending trend line that you can see here. So let me take out the fibs, but you can see this ascending trend line here in white. It has to break below that. That is not a problem at all. Chainlink has done it. Other cryptos have done it. They are well-defined trend lines that have held over a year, and I believe Terra Luna will do the same. And that wouldn't be a problem. It can do that easily by, yeah, for example, forming head and shoulders here. We can see that potentially forming now. You've got here your left shoulder, you've got your head, and potentially we get a right shoulder forming here, then retest, and then move down, okay? That is certainly a possibility. And we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, Terra Luna at the moment, I think we are here in this C wave, yeah? So after the high that was back in December, Terra Luna started a wave A correction, a wave B, which was overshooting the previous wave 5, absolutely possible. And we could now be in this wave C, an impulsive move to the downside. If we take a look at the potential wave count here at the moment, we saw a wave 1, 2 already happen, probably already the wave 3, and we could now be in that wave 4, and the wave 5 is now, could then come now at any point in time. This wave 4 for me looks very corrective, yeah. So this very much looks like a 3-wave structure, at least at the moment. Yeah. So if I, for example, add here an ABC, so this is then the corrective wave count, 3 waves, yeah. So A, B, C. The next move would be a 5-wave move to the downside, and that would then complete this final wave 5. At least that is how it's looking at the moment. I gave you for this wave 4 here my target area that was reached. It did actually move beyond it. It can move in this scenario all the way up to $79 in order not to invalidate this wave count. Even though this here in yellow would have been the area with the highest likelihood where it could turn around. However, it is currently at the 61.8% fib level. And you can see that if I draw these Fibonacci levels, we can see that Terra Luna is now struggling here at $75 with the 61.8% fib level. So this is a key level. If it breaks that, the next fib level would be $83, and then it could invalidate actually this whole wave count to the downside. Then we would need to look at an alternative scenario. At the moment, though, I think it should turn around here shortly and move down in a final wave 5 into this blue target area, because we can already see that Terra Luna is struggling. It's struggling on the 1-hour chart. It is just overbought massively. So it pretty much will have difficulties to move on further. Already a bearish crossover on the hourly MACD. Oops. And by the way, in the last video already, I told you where people already got super bullish, but I warned you as well. When we were moving up here, it was the same story. It was just getting overbought. Yeah, on the 23rd of Feb, and I told you that a correction is going to come very shortly, and then you saw it, I think the next day, move down from here $64 all the way down to 50. And something similar could happen now again, because you're now basically at the peak, can't move much higher. Here the 4-hour RSI as well, massively overbought, okay, massively. Also the 4-hour MACD, you see, yeah, losing buying momentum a little bit. And let's go to the daily chart, and that is so important. I mean, on the daily, it's now nearly overbought. So really, the upside potential is limited. Yes, in the past, it did move up all the way up to 91. Terra Luna at the moment is at 68, but from 70 actually you start to get into the critical range where it is considered to be overbought. On the daily you can't see yet the MACD turning around, but as we are here at the 61.8% fib level, the most important one, and because we are overbought on the lower time frames, I think it will struggle to push much higher here, to be honest. Yeah. The weekly chart still points to the downside. Yes, on the weekly chart, we can see here that the selling momentum is also decreasing, but ideally, believe me, everybody should want Terra Luna to get into this price range down here, because if it doesn't, I mean, where does it want to go? It's already on the weekly at the 60 level, yeah, in terms of the RSI. It's far too high. I mean, if other cryptos are so low in terms of their RSI, Terra would just struggle to move to new all-time highs, yeah. And even if it goes to new all-time highs, it would not get very far. Whereas other cryptos that are really low would have it much easier now, yeah. So, and even here, I think at some point we see quite a significant correction coming, because even on the monthly chart, Terra Luna is very, very close, back again in the overbought range. So be careful with Terra Luna. In terms of it being a good price at the moment, I think there are, from my point of view, at the moment, cryptos with a better value. Not that I think Terra isn't a good project. We covered it actually in the last live stream last Sunday, after which we saw a nice price increase. But still, in terms of the price and when you compare it to other cryptos, these are just at a more attractive price because the indicators are just much lower. I mean, this one here is now overbought very clearly on various time frames. The monthly, the daily, the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So I'd be careful here, okay? So I would expect at some point here a correction down to the trend line again, maybe to the 200-day moving average at $50, then to the trend line 47, and at some point to break that and move into my target area here between $13 and $35. And then we need to see how the price does react to these target areas. So that's my view on Terra Luna. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership for access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.